Tell me a little bit about the Cordova brothers.
They've been training. They've been training here almost since we had an academy here with Professor Draculino. Probably we had another location. We've been here about 2 years, and so they probably came in. We were over there for about 3 years, and so I think they got there after the first year. So they've been training about 4 years. And I remember when they came in, and they trained a lot, always training a lot, training a lot, training a lot, training a lot. In the beginning, they kind of looked like everybody else. You know, they didn't look like, you didn't see, I mean, all the white belts kind of looked the same. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really knows jiu-jitsu, so they kind of look the same. But over time, and, you know, when the training is adding up, then you started to see the glimmer of something a little bit special. Then you started to see, okay, now, you know, not only are these two kids taking it seriously, but they're putting in the hard work, they're paying attention, and now they're showing some talent for it as well. And so once they hit, you know, blue belt, then it was like a kind of a, they made like really, really big jumps. You know, once they kind of got the hang of it, they were kind of, oh, okay, now I got it. Then they just kind of skyrocketed. You know what I mean? It kind of took them a little while to kind of get the hang of it, but then once they did, you know, now the sky's the limit for them. They're really tough and training really hard, and you know, Professor and I, you know, would like to see them do a couple of different things, but they do really, really well, man. You know, I hope they stick with it. I hope they get their black belts and keep competing, and they have a really, really, really bright future.
What's it like for you as a professor? You know, what's that feeling like when they win?
Oh, it feels great. It's like you winning. You know, it's the same thing. You know, it's always great when your team wins. You know, you spend a lot of time with the people at your school, and you know, a lot of people will tell you if you have a business, you need to kind of keep things separate. You know, keep your business life separate than your social life or your private life, and that's kind of hard to do with jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Especially, like, I'm training on the mats all the time, day in, day out. I'm always training with them and with all of the students. And so you just kind of develop a real close bond. It's kind of like a not just a jiu-jitsu school, but kind of like a social club, like a hangout, like a locker room, you know, like you were in high school again on a sports team. So it feels great, you know, because you're on the mats, you know, training together, sweating together, getting better together, and to see them go out and perform and do well, it feels amazing. It feels really good. You know what I mean? It feels good for me personally, but also just for the team. You know, everybody's a part of their success, not just me as a coach or Professor Draculino as a coach, but everybody who's on the mats here is helping everybody get better. So it's a good thing for the team, you know, when they go out and win. So not just me personally, but the whole team can feel good about it because everybody has a little hand in everyone getting better, including the Cordova brothers.
So you've got a few other guys here that are really making the name for themselves in some of the other competitions. You know, Draculino's school is known as one of the best. Mm-hmm. What do you feel like those guys, you know, do you think they have a lot more pressure knowing that Draculino's looking, I mean, he's there, he's shouting at them, he's coaching them, you know, do you think that that puts a lot of pressure on them, or you think they feel at ease having Draculino right there?
You know, I don't know how they feel. I can tell you, as a competitor myself, it motivates me in a positive way. So I don't feel it as pressure. To me, I think I have a responsibility to be at a certain level, or I'm not doing my part as a coach and as a team member. But it doesn't affect me in a negative way. It affects me in a positive way. You know, if I'm in a match and I get into a tough position, of course I'm listening to Professor Draculino, what he's saying, but also sometimes I'll be fighting and I'll get into a bad spot and I'll just see him there, and I got to think that the match is about more than just me. You know, so that motivates me in a very positive kind of way. That I don't put the pressure just on myself. The match is about me, it's about the team, it's about him, and so that helps me to rise to the occasion, to realize that it's more than just about myself. Whereas if it was just about me, you know, maybe I would give up. You know, maybe I would be like, okay, you know, I'm happy with this place or that place. But when I look over and I see Draculino there, I realize and I get a little bit inspired, and I feel that the situation is bigger than just me, and that helps me to rise to the occasion. So I think a lot of people feel that way. You know, I think everyone deals with pressure differently. Some people block it out totally. Some people use it in a positive way. Some people use it in a negative way. I'm not in all the students' heads, so I don't really know. But that's how I feel, you know.